Oh, okay. Whenever you're ready. Nice.
Hello everyone. How are y'all doing? What's up?
They can't
My
hear
name's
him. It's good. Keep going. Keep going.
All right. Hello everybody. Welcome to a very special event between Makai Maverick and Digital Warrior in Zero. Yeah.
With that said, we have a very exciting day today. Um, your commentators for tonight is myself. My name is Latio. Beside me on my right, you guys' left, is my great friend Shinji. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello everybody. My name is Shinji. You might not know me, you might not have heard of me, but you will have after today. All right. Hey, continue.
And on my left and your right, we have the lovely, bold, and beautiful Asami. Go ahead and
Hi.
introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Asami. Nice to meet you and see you guys again. It's going to be fun and interesting. I'm just here to look pretty. So, hey.
And with that lined up, we have a very, very interesting rule set going into here. It is a best of 7, with the caveat of it really just starts on game 4. Makai has to win 4 games in a row compared to his opponents, the Digital Warriors, only needing to win once. With that said, we have a nice little rule set to help balance out the skill difference. Not only do we have that huge advantage, the 3-0 to start out with, we have a pick ban round. What that means is the winner of any game will ban one rule set and ban, or more like ban one mode and ban one game modifier. For example, you can ban snow day and then changing the ball speed, right? Then the loser will then pick a game mode and a modifier to change. So selecting drop shot and then adding a limited boost. This means that over time, the game will get more and more chaotic. With that said, we are also going to be starting on just a standard 1v or 2v1. It's no modifiers on a standard map. And yeah, that realistically is all it. How are we feeling about today's game? Who do you guys have?
I personally would like to have Makai. I know how he plays. I've seen him play against you, Ladio, and I've seen the Digital Warriors play. They just aren't going to match up today, but, any and everything could happen. They could come back. They could prove me wrong. But let's see what's going on here today. What about you, Asami? How do you feel?
I feel like Makai is definitely a top contender in this one, but you just never know. The Digital Warriors might come back and win it all.
All right, that's good. Thank you so much. Asami, how about you, Ladio? What do you feel? How you feeling? How you feel?
I've played with Makai quite a bit myself. Being the reigning champ of the whatever I earned, and I've beaten him a lot. With that said, I know he's a formidable opponent. He has a lot of hours under his belt, not nearly as many as me. Not to toot my own horn, but I think the Digital Warriors will have a very hard time matching up to him. He has the speed to beat them. They're not very experienced, so unless they've put in some practice and have some tactics going into it, I feel like they're going to really struggle here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Interesting from all the commentators. Well, let's get into some Rocket League, folks. Let's see what's holding up these competitors. Let's do this. As Makai is representing for the Analog Warriors, just to prove that the Digital Warriors are inferior to the Analog Warriors. But let's see what happens here, folks. Let's see who's going to take it all. Let's see who's going to bring home the gold. Let's see who's really the better side. Let's do this.
Okay, so they're not ready. We've just received word. So realistically, we can start talking about the matchup a little bit more. Um, so like I said before, Makai Maverick is a very very fast player. He plays very aggressive, and he's picked up a lot of tendencies that I have in my own gameplay. So I know it is very compatible to beat two players. With that said, I think the Digital Warriors, or their greatest strength, is going to be their two people. I don't think they should be playing maybe one in the goal and one offense, though that is a viable kind of strategy. I feel like Makai will have the advantage of shooting and that speed of just beating player after player. What do you guys
Mm.
feel?
I honestly feel the same. You feel me? I feel as if though Makai, he knows how to handle the ball well whenever he needs to. He knows how to be where he needs to be when he needs to be there. Sometimes it doesn't always work out in his favor depending on his opponent, but I think in here I think it'll work out very much well. I personally feel like I think I'm gonna see, like something similar to like shooting fish in a barrel, just absolute chaos coming from the Digital Warriors, but Makai's gonna be just a little bit more focused to, be able to secure that goal, secure that dub. That's how I feel about that. I have a lot of belief in Makai. I have a lot of hopes in there. Hope he don't disappoint me. I don't think he will, but let's see. Let's see.
And with that all said, let's get some score predictions going in here for our game one. I'm feeling like maybe a 9-1, 9-2 scoreline. How do you
Ooh,
guys feel?
ooh, that's a pretty high score.
I feel like it's going to be very
Oh,
dominant
Mm,
this first game for Makai.
I
um,
agree. I think he's gonna come out like really swinging, so I think he's gonna try to score as high as possible. Hopefully, that doesn't bite him in the butt by trying to be too fancy, but I think he's gonna try to go pretty high.
hmm, hmm,
I
hmm.
feel as if perhaps even if he decides that he wants to be a little fancy boy, it's going to work out for him. Just like realistically, he has such a big advantage. He just has so much extra time and he has the speed. So even as a fancy boy, when you have that great difference in between skill, you can just do whatever. I'll be honest.
Exactly. Yeah,
Now
well,
with
we're
that
getting word
said,
now. We're getting word right now that the Digital Warriors are taking a little bit longer than normal to set up, so it's gonna be a minute, folks. Let's just coast, just coast out and vibe. Just go ahead, talk about the match.
now in terms of individual matchups, we have Cyril and we also have Mr. What's his other name?
Did you?
Digi. Yes, we also have Digi. Um, from what I understand, Digi is the one with the more experience, no?
Correct. Yes, he is.
Yes, correct.
Then realistically, uh, in my personal belief, if they want to have a chance to win, Digi actually needs to be the one playing more defense. Usually, you want the experienced
Mm.
player playing on defense because they'll make the better saves, keep them in the game, and at this level at least. And then you have the other person chasing. That way, you always have a 1v1, and that you can do 1v1. If they lose that 1v1, the next player comes, and then the other player rotates around, and then you'll have constant people blocking the ball. There's never going to be a moment where he can take on both players at the same time. And that's
It's true.
ideally, as bad as that may actually sound, it is actually an advantage to not go 2v1 because then you won't have to worry about your opponent or your teammate messing you up more like. Any thoughts?
Nope.
Oh, I would agree. Honestly, I would agree with that.
Yep. So, um, game one, I said 9-2, 9-1. Anybody else got a score prediction?
Personally, I want to say I'll make it a little bit more even. I'll say seven. I'll say 7-3. 7-3. 7-3 for Makai.
Mm. I was gonna say like 7-4. I think that maybe the Digital Warriors, once they get that first game under their belt, they will at least, come back a little bit and fight hard. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna need at least a game to really ease into Mikai's playstyle because Mikai doesn't change his playstyle very often.
Mm-mm.
The only time he does is anytime he plays me. So realistically, he's going to play in the same manner unless he absolutely feels like he has to change. So the objective for Digital Warriors is to adjust as quickly as possible. The question is, are they going to be able to with their current skill level? That is the main question I have. I'm not sure though.
Ooh,
I don't think they can match up.
I'm not sure either. I haven't seen them play, so it's gonna be kind of interesting to see how they adjust to his play style.
I think I've seen them play on one occasion. I saw them do a 1v1 against each other, I believe. And
Mm.
it as fun as a 1v1 it was definitely lopsided in skill. Not even lopsided. I would say it was even in skill, but like when you put it against Makai, it's definitely lopsided.
Mm. I guess we're gonna find out here. Hopefully, they're almost ready, so that way we can get this going.
Exactly. Let's get this match going. Honestly, I think Makai's gonna take this overall. Really, it's just you're comparing days worth of practice to years worth of experience. Even if it is playing against one person repeatedly, he's still been playing this for a very long time. It's been about how many years y'all been playing this together, Ladder? Like what, four,
I
7?
think he started playing around 2019.
Ah,
I started
20.
around 2021.
Wait, how?
Mm.
2020. No, sorry. It was the other way around. He started 2017. I started 2019.
Yeah,
Mm.
huh?
Yeah. I started like much after him.
Oh
That's a
my
long
goodness,
time.
that is very interesting.
Yeah, I mean he started playing as in like his first experience was in 2017. He didn't really take it seriously until I want to say 2020, 2021 ish.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
Mm.
I started 2019, but I was basically playing that game nonstop. So eventually the skill got lopsided.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I think Digi said he started playing 2019, like off and on, and then Zero, I think, is pretty brand new. I think he said he only had a few games under his belt, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they play.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be
Very
interesting, especially on the serial front. Zero front. Is it zero or zero?
Zero,
like
Zero,
the
zero.
number.
So on the
zero.
zero front, right?
Mhm.
Um, I feel like he can make he can make an impact here. It depends on how much
Mhm.
effort he put into actually practicing and ensuring he has some of those fundamental skills down. Obviously, he didn't have that much time to practice, but it was enough to get kind of your bearings down. And that's what really matters in this match. Does he have his bearings? Can he chase the ball? Is if he's still struggling with the camera, I see no way they win it.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah. I think he'll be good. He's been pretty fired up, so I'm pretty sure he's been practicing like crazy just to at least, hang in there.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'd like to start touching on maybe the notes of their the ranks, the rank disparity. I know they don't in terms of Digi, he doesn't really play ranked. I think he mentioned the one time he did, he got silver, I want to say, and then
Mm.
Serial or Zero.
Cereal.
I haven't heard anything about him playing ranked. So when you compare that to a platinum diamond player. Oh,
Oh
and
no.
with that said, let's cut that conversation short because I have heard that our competitors are ready to go. So we are going to turn our attention towards the match.
All right, let's see how this unfolds. Let's do this, folks. Let's see this.
I'm excited.
Damn, this is a whole lot of gameplay going on.
Mm.
Might be. I'm not gonna lie. It might be better to do director.
there we go, folks. This is what we're in here for.
And here we
As we
go.
begin, as we begin
Makai gets
kickoff,
Ooh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, as we begin kickoff, Makai gets a straight shot to the goal, and he looks like he sticks it. First goal goes to Makai Maverick. This is looking at folks. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, this is definitely exactly what I expected. He has the speed to just absolutely destroy them. I don't even think the opponents are even close to the ball. No.
No, they were not. But let's continue this gameplay as kickoff for number 2 resumes. It looks like a bit of a tie but between the Digital Warriors and Makai Maverick, but Makai is holding on to that ball. It looks like one of them, I'm not sure which one. It might be Zero, but I'm not sure by the numbers. One of them is trying to block off Makai completely from the ball, but it doesn't seem to work. All right, thank you so much. Thanks so much for the clarification. Now I know who is who, and Makai Maverick scores goal number 2. Let's keep it going like this, folks. Laddie, what's your thoughts?
So this was actually a goal in the making. Makai Maverick is just depriving them of boost right now, and it allows him to be much faster. He's already faster on the play. With that said, he doesn't get the unfortunate kickoff here where you can't really compete, but it doesn't seem to matter as he might just score another one. He does.
Here we go, folks. This is what you call Rocket League. This is what we came to see here. This right here is what you call Rocket League.
Yeah, it looked like Digi actually bumped 0 on that play. I don't think they would have caught it either way, but they can't be doing that as a team.
You gotta work together, guys.
Looks like
I
they're
think
working
it's just a
together
lack
for
of
the long.
coordination, I'll be honest. And what a demo from Makai Maverick, being able to see and realize that there's a 1v1, and if he demos, it's just good.
That's going to be goal number 4 from Ocw Maverick. He just straight up decimates 0 as he shoots the ball straight into the goal. My goodness, folks. This is final. This isn't boxing. This is Rocket League. This is what we came here to see.
This is about what we expected, though. The speed at which Makai Maverick plays is just so much faster with the Digital Warriors could be mastered. I mean, there's goal number 5 off kickoff, and this looks like it's gonna get bad quickly.
51 seconds, folks. I want you to understand. In 51 seconds, Ocw Maverick has scored 5 goals.
You know, I heard some of the post-game or the pre-game talk, and Ocw Maverick might have been right. He might be scoring 60 here if they don't stop playing around. I mean, he's already got 5 towards the 60. He just needs to do that 12 more times, and less than or more than 3 games. Like, let's be honest here. This is getting away from him quickly. It's 0-6. This game is done and dusted.
It's not done. They still have 3 minutes. They can come back.
Realistically, it's hard to score 6.
Oh.
I mean, not to toot my own horn again, but like, I'm a top % player, like top 10%, right? And with that said, against Ocw Maverick, I'm not scoring 6. Well, I can score 6 in 3 minutes, but 7 in 3 minutes. But it's not the easiest task. He's just racking up the goals.
Score prediction has already been blown out of the water, 7-0, folks. This is what you call gameplay. Let's see the Digital Warriors come take this one back because it is not looking good for them right now. The Analog Warriors are taking it, and it looks like he's just playing with them. He's letting them walk it down. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is the ball going to go straight in? Without even doing it? Goal number 8.
He did need to do a little nudge to make sure it went in, but Digital Warriors need to make better advantage of the shot on the kickoff. You have the unfavored kickoff from Ocw whenever they're on the diagonal, and he's not. You're just closer to the ball. You have to get a good strike on goal. They're just like tapping it to him. And this is close to being another. They're very fortunate that it's not. Can they make the recovery? Yes, they can, but can they block the second? No, it doesn't look like it. No. Yeah, I don't think this is a very fair matchup. I don't know if the modifiers in the game mode will change anything. It's already 9-0, 3 minutes still left on the board.
What does this remind you of right now? Just real quick, what does this remind you of?
This, you know, it's reminiscent a little bit of Total Carnage, but it wasn't this brutal. It's 9-0.
No, it kind of was. It kind of was.
Oh, and there's one.
Yeah.
They got one. Ocw Maverick was messing around here.
They got 1-0. Yeah.
Ocw Maverick tried to be a little too cute here, and they just tap it in for a free goal.
Let's see it. Let's see it. We got a lot of games to go, folks. We got
Ocw Maverick needs to make sure he doesn't keep doing little cutesy stuff like that. Just ensure that
he ended it right here and there. 10-1
10-1
is the score for Ocw Maverick versus the Digital Warriors, folks. This is what's happening. This is what we see. This is what we call Rocket League.
Yeah, the Digital Warriors really need to come out a game plan here. They're kind of just running around the ball. There's no sense of tactics or anything to try to counter Makai's mechanics or speed, and this is an open net.
There we go.
This is an open net for
Nate,
goal
go
number
ahead,
2 for the
Zero.
Digital Warriors. There's a lot of gameplay left to go, folks. A lot of gameplay. Now, we could say that Ocw is, easing up on them a little bit, but I don't think he is. We could say that. There's a lot of things that could be said. There's still a lot of gameplay left go. Melania, take over real quick. How do you feel about this?
Okay. With that said, Ocw Maverick is really just running away with the game. It's 11-2.
It's
The Digital
fine.
Warriors just need to come up with a strategy here. Perhaps having one go for demos or one being in net full time may help with the damage control, really. They need to start working up a strategy because what they're doing now is not working. With
Yeah, they
that
gotta
said,
do some defense.
Defense.
with that
Defense.
said, I'd like to listen into what the Digital Warriors are thinking here with
Changed our
the
thing
gameplay.
to
I thought for sure
userview.
I had the thing. Our usernames already have it.
Not a
Matt,
whole lot of
Ah!
shots going up in there, huh?
What the fuck? What was that? Okay,
yeah, not
let's
too
go.
many
Let's
tactics
go.
are
Let's
coming in
go.
here,
Oh no!
but there it
That's gonna be
is.
goal number 13. You know what? Let's put a parlay down. Who thinks Makai will hit 20 before the game is over? Anybody?
Oh, yeah,
Anybody?
he's hitting 20.
Anybody? You know, here's the over/under. Standard's 20. Over's gonna be 23. Under's gonna be 18. How do you feel about that?
Over, for sure.
Taking the over? What about you, Asami? Taking the over or under?
With the way this is kind of going, maybe over.
Taking the over? Okay.
Yeah, the
We
Digital
just
Warriors,
hit the
they gotta-
halfway point, by the way. It's
Yeah.
officially the halfway point of the match.
Okay,
Kai,
okay. You got a parlay
you
going
know,
on.
I was doubting him when he said he was going to hit 60, and it's becoming more and more likely that he might just.
Yeah, they gotta get a good strategy. I think once they or get a good strategy, I think they might be able to at least save themselves in the next round. This one might be cooked, but they just need a good strategy.
This one's certainly cooked, but
Yeah.
with this remaining time, they can start working up a strategy and trying some things to perhaps get some more goals or prevent some.
Yeah.
Like I said, the most viable option for them is probably the demo strategy. The bump and demo strategy. Being able to do that will legitimately open up so many possibilities. Even if you don't quite land the demos or bumps, just having the player have to think about it, and having Makai have to think about it more rather, it does a lot. That said, it is now 15 to 2. Makai Maverick once again gets an easy touch. And this is the point where they should be trying to demo Makai Maverick. I mean, I believe it was Zero that was right behind him here. You gotta look. I can't see, but
it.
yeah, I can't quite see. I think it was Zero right behind him. Just a nice little flip and a little bit of boost is enough to give him enough power.
Mhm.
That said, we're doing rather decent here in terms of gameplay from Makai Maverick. He's having a strong game.
Very strong game. Very strong.
They did a little bit of defense there. They were kind of getting there. So they must have some kind of play going on. Some kind of plan.
It's officially
Okay.
17 to 2. Rather 18 to 2. It's looking like we're going over here.
Okay, yeah. That ought to fix it. Cause like, I do have my desk lamp on, and it's a little. It provides a little bit better lighting than my lamp
Mm.
sometimes.
Start my valid.
Makai Maverick, once again being a little cute, has an opportunity. Oh, and they missed the opportunity. And really, a goal is getting away from him here. That should be an easy
Come on,
tap
DT.
in.
Did they just try to sell own goal?
No, that was Makai Maverick hit it towards their net, but realistically, what they need to be doing there is just waiting for the ball to come down if they can't hit it in the air. The ball will, you can tell where the ball will fall and you just tap it into the net for free, but they couldn't quite manage. Makai Maverick is actually rushing a little bit there. He doesn't need to go for that. At this point, Zero needs to be flipping to catch up to the ball, but he doesn't quite. And Makai Maverick is able to recover. With that said, Zero makes another great tackle. Zero's playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah, Zero's playing
he's
great.
good.
He's doing great.
He's doing amazing right now.
I think Digi had some issues with his lighting, so hopefully Digi will make a comeback.
Don't worry, folks. We still
Oh, I
got
need my
like 3
controller
more
to turn
games.
on.
We still got 3 more games to get through. We got a lot of gameplay of Rocket League to get through.
I'm seeing some great stuff from Makai Maverick right here. He's had some improvements since our Total Carnage match. It looks like beating the pulp out of him really,
That's crazy.
helped him out.
It's like making a
Yeah.
wine. You feel me? In order to make a really good wine, you have to smash some grapes.
He has pummeled them more like. And we are officially hit 20. It might not be an over here. It depends on how this kickoff goes. But
So everyone put down on that parlay. No take backs. Anyway.
despite anything, despite how it's going for the Digital Warriors right now, I would say probably the outstanding performer is not Digi, who has the more experience, but rather it's
Zero.
He has 2 goals to his name, and that's probably the most stats they have, 2 goals. And he's set up some good plays for Digi to score, and Digi hasn't been able to quite capitalize. So really, in the next game, I'd like to see Digi be more part of the game. With that said, the game looks to be over. It is officially over 20.
4, 3, 2, 1, and
that is
the game is over. For the Analog Warriors, that's gonna be their very first dub. We're gonna need just a couple. We just need 3 more to win. The Digital Warriors only have to take 1, folks. Remember, they only have to take 1 match. Let's see them do it.
Now, this game has been absolutely brutal. 21-2, with the 2 only really being Makai mess-ups. Like, Makai, realistically, all he did was play around on kickoff and do a challenge where he shouldn't have. And they scored 2. So, realistically, it could have very easily been 21-0. Easily. It does look like we are switching servers and getting a new game going. So while we wait for that, we can start predicting our next match.
Let's listen in on what our competitors have to think.
Yeah,
damn, they got definitely silent.
Yeah, I think right now they're trying to figure out a technical problem. So okay. Can you like mute him on our side then? Because it's with that said, I gotta mute it. Uh, okay. So with that said, what is our predictions going into our next game? Because this 21-2 is absolutely
Yeah,
brutal.
all right. Hold on. I gotta turn.
Yeah, I had to mute it myself.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear both right now. But with that said, 21-2 is very, very brutal. How are we feeling about the next game? Are we expecting the same? Do we think the Digital Warriors will really come out with something? Because based on what they heard, they're looking for Infinite Boost plus Heat Seeker. So really, it's a Heat Seeker game. And if they know how to play, it's really, really difficult for the one.
Exactly. See, I was thinking the exact same thing. I think the Digital Warriors will have a better chance at this Heat Seeker game because, correct me if I'm wrong, Ladio. Heat Seeker is the one where, it's basically like a game of Pong. You hit the ball back and forth until it goes into the goal.
Yep, that is correct. That is the one where if you touch the ball, then it's going to go to the opponent's net. With that said, the goal cap is at 7 by default. I don't know if they'll change it, but in Heat Seeker, you only go to 7.
Okay.
So
honestly, oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to interrupt you.
I was just going to say that means this may just be a short match.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is honestly, if they keep their strategy to what I would personally recommend is that one person play, the back and forth with Makai, and the other one tries to get in his way and annoy him, get him away from the goal as much as possible. If they stick to that
Mhm.
strategy, I feel as if though they'll have a better chance. But we'll still see what's going on. I think the Digital Warriors have a much higher chance at coming back in this match than they do for the previous one. I think that they have a lot of skill, a lot of talent to show us. We're just waiting to see it. I think they're trying to hold it out for the very end. Maybe put on a show for us.
Yeah, and I maybe agree a little less to the extent of having the talent and skill, but what I will say is they have the opportunity. This rule set is meant to mess up the one person. It's supposed to balance it, or tip the scales in the favor of the Digital Warriors. So if they play their modifiers and game rules correctly, then it will be a very, very easy time for them. Or I'm not gonna say very easy time, but it's gonna be a much easier time than it would be.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
With
Interesting.
that
Very.
said, we can start putting score predictions in. So, assuming that it still goes to 7 goals by default,
Mm.
what is you guys' score predictions?
Hmm, I'll keep it
Based
even.
off
I'll
of that,
say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Aslam. You go ahead.
I was gonna say like maybe 15-5. I would at
You did
least,
not listen to that conversation.
no. What didn't you say what the score was gonna be?
I said the goal cap is
What is the
7 goals.
goal cap? Oh,
It's
well, I don't
7
know.
I
goals.
think, I think personally, I think it'll be 4-3. I'll say that.
Mm,
I'll be 4 to
Oh,
3.
so you think it's
He'll
gonna go
do
to
it.
time?
Yeah, I think it's gonna go. I
mm.
think it's going to be all down to time.
I personally can't agree. Perhaps that's just the gap in knowledge in Rocket League. Heatseeker, as you go in longer and longer in the round, the ball goes faster and faster and more erratic. So realistically, goals are going to go in. I feel like we're always going to hit 7. I think it's going to be, a decent showing from Digital Warriors. I think it's going to be 7-3, probably 7-2 if Makai plays well, and 7-0 if they do not employ some type of strategy.
Mm, mm, mm.
Because
It's a
Digital
very interesting.
Warriors, they need to send the one person to go demo. They can't have both people in that, in my opinion, because realistically, it's going to be very, very difficult to defend against Makai the whole time.
Mm, mm. You are correct about that. You are correct on that one. All right, the competitors are getting ready.
Yeah, the biggest issue that it sounds like they're ready. I thought you said they were getting ready, so I was about to start the next topic. But we are going to get into this match.
Mm, mm. All right, let us begin once again. We're back at it like crack addicts with mathematics. Anyway, and here we go with Heat Seeker as we do begin. Both sides are pretty even, and Makai scores the very first goal.
This off rip, it's
Um,
not looking like they're going for the strategy. This means they're going to have a very rough time. I think it's going to be an easy 7-0. They
mm,
have to go for the demos here. They have to.
mm.
They have the ball to start. They need to
Mm.
send one to demo, and they need to get the goal.
I think
Sending
they're
one in
playing.
net is not going to work. They have to go now. Yeah,
I
you can
believe they're
see
playing this like
Zero
a
just
standard
following the
game.
ball there. It's not going to work against Makai. This won't outwork in Heatseeker. Now, what I will say is the pillars are going to be their blessing. Could throw them a curveball, but it's not looking
Mm.
likely.
It looks like right now Makai is playing by himself. While the Digital Warriors are playing this like a standard game of Rocket League, but what they really need to do is really just focus on Makai himself. As you can see, the pillars, just as Ladio said, are going to be their saving grace, but it really doesn't matter as Makai scores goal number 2.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to save the balls in the air. They aren't experienced enough to deal with anything like that, so they need to send the one person to make it easier for them. I don't think they realize the demo strategy is the strategy they should be employing. I feel like Zero was just completely out of the match there. He's not even in net to try to save it. And they're missing
Oh no.
easy touches like that. They just need to get a touch on the ball, and they can't even manage. So yeah, I think it's going to be 7-0 here.
That's going to be goal number 3 for Makai.
With that said, Makai
Oh,
Maverick.
0.
Did Zero get a touch here? No, he
Yeah.
didn't. Well,
He
he
scored.
did get a touch here, but it's just Makai Maverick making a mental error here.
They still scored. Good
They
job,
did
0.
They did score, so it may be 7-1, 7-2 if Makai Maverick makes more simple mistakes like that. Makai Maverick needs to be careful there. He can't really bait them out as the one, because if you lose that, then it's awful. They have one in net to try to save it, so really it's easy.
There you go. Looks
I
like they
believe-
got some kind of strategy now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's really not enough. They have to.
No.
And I'm gonna keep reiterating this. They need to send the one person to go demo. I feel like that one goal is really just a fluke, a mental error from Makai, if you will.
Okay, explain to the dumb butterfly. What does demo mean?
Demo is basically when you chase the opponent and you hit
Mm-hmm.
them really hard when you're going really fast, and they will
Mm.
basically explode and they'll be dead for 3 minutes or 3 seconds, not 3 minutes.
Gotcha. Okay.
3 minutes in this
And
one would be
yeah, 3 minutes would be wild, but yeah, they are touching the ball, so it's better than the last match. It's a little easier
Yeah.
to predict where the ball's going because it's always going to go to the center of the net. But that said, with the speed and the height, they're gonna struggle. Bumps and demos are their friend. And to explain what a bump is, basically it's just the demo version, but you don't blow them up. You're not going fast enough.
Gotcha. Okay.
Exactly. Now let us continue to score. Her score is 5-1. Now if it does go up to 7, just as Leo said, that means that Makai only needs a few more to win. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, if they
plays out.
didn't change the rule set, I'm not quite sure if you can change it on Heat Seeker, but you may be able to change it so it's uncapped.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, they kept it at 7.
So that means
Okay,
Makai
so
Green
that means
is next
Makai
one.
is one off of winning here, which means we're gonna have a short match. I can't imagine Digital Warriors really get 5 goals, 6 goals back to back to back.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
no.
win for Makai Maverick, folks.
It looks like they got
That's a-
stuck right there. They just let him score. Yeah, they just
It
kind
looks
of.
like Zero was actually AFK for that.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
that's what it looked like.
Regardless, that is the score, 7-1. Pretty close to the 7-0 prediction that I had. But yeah, they need to employ the strategy of going for demos. That is the main advantage of having the two. If you can't link up the play, then you send one player to go demo, and the other player tries to, do something with the ball. But right now, they just are not. They can't manage to get anything here.
Yeah.
With that said, looking in the shop today, in the Rocket League shop, we got some spooky goal explosions and a spooky player anthem. So make sure you pick that up in the shop if you want to waste your money. Anyway, back to the match. I'm not quite sure what they're going for. I can't hear it on hear their broadcast because otherwise I won't be able to focus on what I'm saying. So, how are we feeling about the next game?
I think the the result's gonna be just as consistent. I'm gonna have to mute this one. Okay, sorry, I was getting fucked up. But I think the result's gonna be just consistent considering the players' experience with each other. I do think the Digital Warriors do have a chance. They just need to capitalize now more than ever because Makai has 2 now. He just needs 2 more to win. And you feel me?
Yeah.
I know they only need 1. They just need to capitalize right then and now. I still feel as if though they have a chance. They can do it. They just need to put their heads together and quickly think of a strategy that will work. That's
Yeah,
how
now they have 2 games under their belt that they saw how Makai moves. They should be able to come up with a little bit of a strategy to at least stay in the game.
going.
In my opinion, maybe they don't come with the best strategy, but I would like to see some type of change based on what they are seeing here.
Yeah.
Because right now it doesn't seem like they changed very much from game 1 to game 2. And it's costing them. It really is costing them.
Yeah, they just gotta work together as a team. There's two of them. They gotta put their heads together. Two brains.
So let's go ahead and put some score predictions on the board. So, my personal prediction, and I'll give two predictions. I don't know if they're staying on Heatseeker or not, but if they stay on Heatseeker, I see another 7-1. Makai Maverick, he's prone to mistakes, so 7-1 is going to be my guess. And if not, I think that he's going to have another runaway show and have maybe a 17-1.
Mm.
I like that. I would think, if they do stay on Heatseeker, I'll be a little generous. I'm gonna say 7-3. Maybe they might start coming back, maybe not. But if in any other mode, like how I did hear that we were discussing, we did get in word that they were discussing maybe a spike rush. I believe Makai will get 15-2. 15-2. I think I'll say that. 15-2. Well, how about you, Lady Asami?
Um, I still have faith in them. I'm gonna say probably 7-4. I will give them 7-4. And if it's unlimited, I don't know. I think Makai might smoke them. It might be like a 20-5.
Now, what I will say is that if it is Spike Rush, my opinion completely changes. I realistically think Spike Rush, that evens the playing field a lot. That's what they should have started with, honestly. Because it removes the element of mostly air stuff. Because if you try to do anything in the air in Spike Rush, it's just a bad time. With that said, I'm not sure. So we'll see if they decided to go for it. Because if they did, then they're gonna have a much easier time. I think it might actually be a little bit more balanced.
Yeah.
Looking at what we have here, we are still in Heatseeker, Boost Unlimited, and we have once again the 7-goal max. So we are having another Heatseeker match. It seems to be basically the same game mode. Nothing really changes here.
Maybe that'll help them.
I can't be certain here. If it's the same as last game with little changes, then I feel like they're going to struggle again, no?
I hope they don't struggle. I hope they took this time to actually come up with a game plan.
With that said, we are going to start looking onto the field as the players start to join the match.
All right. Looks like we're getting ready to go.
Now, what I will
Alright.
say is the map change will potentially help them, but I can't be so certain. The pillars added a bit of randomness, which is what they realistically want against Makai. Personally speaking, whenever I play a worse opponent, the worst thing that I want is inconsistency, and those pillars added that. If it's consistent, then I'm used to it, and then I can play to a higher level. With that said, I'm not sure if that's a very good touch from Zero. Makes it hard for Digi.
I think Zero wanted to play like a standard game. You feel me? I think he was trying to bait Makai to come out of the net, but it just didn't work. Don't know if Zero knew what he was doing in that moment. Is this capped out at 7-2 or is this just standard?
Yeah, it's still capped out at 7. I think Heatseeker can only go up to 7.
Okay. Okay, coming out strong.
Coming out strong. Let's see how they defend against this. And
yeah, I don't think I don't think the map change really helps them.
Yeah, I think it kind of helped. Yeah, I think it hurt them more.
The bigger the skill difference, the more RNG you want. You want to take the agency away from the high level player. Oh well, so you're playing skill to skill, and if you're playing skill to skill, obviously higher skill is gonna win. Because yeah, Digi can't save the ball, and they're not going for a demo, so Makai Maverick can just easily get a nice little touch onto the goal. This may be not even a full minute match. We're already at 4 goals, and
yeah, I wonder what happened. They were playing better in the last match. It seems like this one they just kind of lost motivation. It seems like.
I will say it's probably somewhat of a mental issue, if I were, but also it's just Makai Maverick is used to this map. I mean, you play the same map for hours and hours, you're gonna get used to how the ball moves, how it bounces. Even when you add Heat Seeker, I mean, it's not that big of a difference. The
Mm.
ball's still going to bounce the same. Decent touch from Digi, but really it's an easy touch. And yeah, any ball that threatens to go in the air, they cannot deal with. They needed the randomness.
Yeah. It looks like they actually scored for him that time.
They didn't score for him. Makai Maverick did get
Mm.
a touch, but it's just this is going to be a quick game. See, that is a good touch. That
Yeah,
makes
that was
Makai
really
Maverick
good.
works. And you
Oh
know, Digi can't get
no.
the
Never know.
return touch. Realistically, in Heat Seeker, you don't really need to do too much jumping if
Yeah,
it's not a save. If you don't need to jump, you shouldn't jump.
this
Oh
isn't
no.
where the fuck my controller dropped. Damn it. No, don't close. Don't close.
All
It
right.
sounds like
That was
Makai
really
Maverick
quick.
has been banning Spike Rush, and that
Right.
is why they have not played it. Honestly, a smart move. Spike Rush really balances the game too much. You remove so much of the game with Spike Rush, which is what the Digital Warriors were betting on going into this match, but Makai
Mm.
Maverick's just shutting it down.
I mean, maybe Makai will have some sympathy and let them do at least one match with it and see if it changes.
Well, we also have to think about how Makai Maverick was coming into the game. He was thinking about absolutely crushing them.
That's
That
true.
I'll be
I
right back,
mean,
y'all keep it
that
up.
there'd be no reason for him to go and decide, yeah, let me do a Spike Rush to pity them.
Yeah.
Like he just wants to destroy them. So they may forfeit that they were saying something about that before I unmuted them, but realistically, this may be a forfeit. If not a forfeit, then they may play another round of uh, unplayable. Like they don't have a game plan other than Spike Rush. And if Makai
Mm.
Maverick once again bans Spike Rush, then it may just be over.
Yeah. I would just hope they would at least try to fight a little bit. Just come up with a little bit more of a strategy. I think they depended, like you said, too much on that spike rush and they're kind of all over the place at this point. So hopefully they can just bring it together and figure out something.
And I completely agree. They need to come up with something. Just a
Yeah.
change of strategy would just be refreshing to see. Whether
Yeah.
you go with the strategy that I suggested, where you go for demo, or you stick one person in net and they try to save the ball, which is kind of what they
Yeah.
try to do for Heatseeker, but it doesn't really work for Heatseeker. The ball is always going to go back to the net. There's no variation of where it's going to go. It's going to go to the net and to the backboard. So there's no need to have a front player if they're not going for demos.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Because I was going to say, I mean, since Zero has been kind of like the main scorer, I would put Zero on the front and then keep Digi in the back. But hey, but Digi hasn't shown too much of, defense. So maybe do the other way around and have Digi, have Digi in the front and then have Zero in the back guarding and see if that works for them. But I guess it depends on what map they're going to choose.
I think realistically, um, their greatest struggle is the lack of tactics. So
Hmm.
honestly, they could go with either strategy, but it's better than what they would be doing now. Even though I think
I agree.
I think maybe having Digi playing offense might help a little bit, though I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen Zero on defense, so it could be an absolute disaster if Zero goes in defense. But the,
Yeah.
who's to know until we try it? Yeah.
Right,
And you
right,
you could
right.
always switch mid game. I mean, if you feel like it's not working, you just switch mid game, make that strategy change. But they're not doing any of that, and realistically, I'm not sure they're going to be able to pull this out.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting match to see exactly what they come up with or if they're even going to want to do another match at this point because it seemed like they were a little defeated last game.
And based on how they were just speaking going into the band picks, it didn't seem like they were going in with anything other than let me see if I can bait Makai Maverick into playing Spike Rush.
Yeah.
because
Yeah, definitely.
based on how they were talking, they were like, "We're not gonna do it if it's not Spike Rush." Well,
Yeah.
you know, it's a competition, so if you don't do it, I mean, that's just a forfeit. Makai Maverick
Right.
doesn't need to do it. He can just be like, "All right, then forfeit," and then he forfeits. But if he gets baited into the, "Oh wow, we're not gonna finish the game," and then he plays Spike Rush, that's a risk he's gonna have to take. Do I still think he's gonna win? Probably, but it's a lot harder on Spike Rush, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm like, I mean, he's already up, so it's kind of like, does he throw him a little pity and do Spike Rush, or does he just kind of keep moving forward and crushing them at this point?
And see, at this point, I wouldn't. If it wasn't for the fact that they only had to win once, I would be fine with the fact that he picked Spike Rush to pity. But it's the fact that they only have to win once, right?
Yeah.
And that makes it risky for Makai. And I know that feeling personally because we had a similar rule set where when during Eternal Carnage, whenever we played, it was I can only lose once. That means I need to pick the right bands, or else I was going to struggle and risk
Right.
losing.
Right. So maybe that's their problem. They're just struggling with not one, not knowing the game, and two, kind of not having a game plan and not knowing how to attack this situation. So they got to figure it out if they want to move forward.
But like I said, they might bait Makai Maverick into picking Spike Rush, and then they can do whatever strategy they had cooked up. But is it going to be enough? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll find out. They must be deliberating something because they sure are taking a little bit longer this time around. So hopefully they come out here fighting and not just hanging with their tails between their legs this time.
Well, let me go ahead and listen in to what's going on here. It looks like they're still discussing the map. Maybe they had some type of quarrel over,
Ah.
um, perhaps the mode, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it sounds like based on the conversation I just checked into that they're
Mhm.
looking for some type of way to balance out the game a little bit more because
Yeah, yeah,
it has been all Makai Maverick Maverick Maverick. So let's see if Makai Maverick decides let's give him a chance or if
yeah,
it's going to
yeah,
be a let me just finish this off. But that said, we need to go into score predictions. So, I don't think they're gonna do Heat Seeker again. Let's be honest. Heat Seeker for them is absolutely awful. But if they do, I expect it to be another 7-0.
Mhm.
But if they decide to do another map, another game mode, maybe perhaps they have a chance. I think perhaps their best chance of winning is not quite Spike Rush, but doing Rumble.
Mm.
Particularly, I'd like to see him do the Demolition Rumble, perhaps.
Ah, I know that was on the table a little bit earlier that they were discussing maybe doing Rumble, but I don't know what these stipulations if Makai took that off the table as well.
Well, he would only be able to pick Spike Rush or
Mm,
as the mode because
gotcha.
I don't think it's a modifier. But that
Okay.
said,
That'd
they
be
could
fair.
have pre-planned with the rule set. Realistically, you want to be setting up because if especially if it's a one game where you're like, yeah, if you lose, then you got to make the change, right? You have to be thinking, what is the angle? What do I want the last game to be or the game before that to be? Because that's what you want to build up to. And they didn't have a plan going into it other than Spike Rush. So it's going to be difficult for them. Because realistically, you could build something like you do something like change the ball speed. If you increase the ball speed a lot, and then you pick Heat Seeker, or then you play Rumble, it's going to be very erratic. It's going to make it so it's harder to read the ball, and it's going to make it so maybe the ball goes into his net more often. Make the ball really large. There are
Which is
plenty of things
good,
to
right?
set up for, but with with that said, we are going to get into the next match, the last match of the game, the best of one, Digital Warriors 3, Analog Warriors 3, game number 7. Now, it does look like they decided to do Spike Rush. So Makai Maverick did fold and say Spike Rush. They're officially doing the strategy which I suggested, which they go for the demo. Oh, what a bump. And there it is.
Zero
This is what they were
scored.
waiting for. They let they lauded Makai Maverick with the quit to play Spike Rush, and here's the results of it.
All right. So maybe they're gonna come out swinging this time. Let's see how Makai handles it.
Oh, Makai Maverick, what a wonderful play by him. Now, what I will say is I would not have let the ball go there, but he did. He still got the goal. That is a great play by him. Basically what he did off kickoff was he waited for the Digital Warriors to make a touch. So then he gets the spikes first. The ball's coming towards him, and he can just grab the ball and jump over them.
Oh wow.
Now, with that said, it doesn't really work if they don't hit the balls towards them, and they get a little unlucky here. Can he save the ball? He can. He does like to let the ball go a little bit too much, in my opinion. He should be holding on to it. He shouldn't be trying to drop it every time it's a little less than opportune.
I agree. Yeah, he definitely. If you're gonna hold the ball, hold it.
And
Oh,
I don't have
they
any
got him.
issue with him dropping the ball, and they did end up demoing him. So a little unfortunate.
Yeah, go ahead, Zero. You did that. Finally, you've been wanting them to demo, so here they go.
What I will say is that it is automatic demo on a Spike Rush. As soon as you take the ball, it will demo the opponent. Once again, great from Makai Maverick, knowing that he can just wait for the ball to come towards him, and he gets another kickoff goal. This looks to be the most close game yet. What I will say about Makai Maverick is he does know how to work Spike Rush very well. What he does need to know, though, is they are most likely to hit the ball straight across. They're not going to hit it towards him, towards the middle of the net, like a normal player. They're not normal players. They're lower ranked. They don't have very much experience, so they're going to hit it straight forward, and he needs to recognize that. Whoever's getting to the ball first, which, you know, is diagonal, they're going to get there, and they're going to hit it forward. Now, Digi is going for a air play, and he messes it up completely.
Oh, no.
Makai Maverick capitalizes, and it's really just simple. Not quite sure how Digi messed that up there. I think he was trying to be a little cute and let go of the ball before he scored, and it just hit across the post and went out.
Maybe wrong push of the button there.
Perhaps.
All right, Zero coming out strong. And Makai has the ball.
Well done for Makai
Let
to
it go.
recognize he needs to be able to dodge that. Knowing where the challenge is coming in from, using your camera to really adjust. And wow, what a play from Digi. Using the
Nice,
ball
Digi.
to enhance his flip. If you watch it right here, it just gives him a little bit more height to jump over. Now, I will say that Zero needs to be careful not to mess up Digi there, because he could have definitely taken the ball. Now, let's see if Makai can make the adjustment. No, he can't quite. I don't think he still realizes the strategy in which to get the ball there, because he's looking to get it off a second contact. Yeah, Makai needs to throw in more fakes. Whenever you're playing a ground game like this, your greatest strength with the spikes is to juke left and right. What a demo from Digi. A little underrated, but wow, what a demo. That makes it so easy for Zero to get through.
Yeah, we're finally seeing some teamwork for those two. That's good.
That said, Makai Maverick, it should still be simple. He waits for... Oh, he didn't wait for the ball this time. He gets demoed by Digi. He has to recognize that they're going to commit to everything. There are no fakes. They take the ball from each other, and they run with it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, Makai demoed. Okay. And
Well done for Makai.
nice.
He almost did get demoed. It looks like Digi did jump for him. I think that was it. No, it was Zero who jumped for him. And he just barely dodges. I think if Zero manages his script a little better, he just gets the demo though.
Yeah.
Like I said, Spike Rush is the equalizing game mode. It just makes it so much easier for the opponent. You remove so many aspects of the game that are so important
Mm.
and fundamental. So it makes it a lot easier for newer players.
Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Makai did score there. Nice. That was a little questionable there. I didn't think it was gonna go in for a second.
Makai Maverick, what a kickoff from him. Makes it a nice, easy goal for him, making it 4-6. He has the insurance goal. If he can keep it a 2-goal gap, realistically, he cannot lose.
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably the best kickoff he's had this whole match. That was a good one.
It was a very, very good kickoff. And another great
no.
kickoff from Makai. He's done a slight alteration to his kickoff to kind of account for it. If you look, he's turning slightly to the left before he gets contact with the ball. And it's making it so
Smart.
he's getting a better challenge. It is a slightly different variation than I would personally pick. I would just wait for them to hit it towards me. But it's decent. It's a good adaptation.
Right. No, he's got the ball.
Makai and the juke. Does he see the second? And he does. He uses his camera there and dodges both demos. What a play, making it 4-8. He's starting to run away with it. He's grown into the match.
I think he's figured out their strategy now. So it took him a second, but I think he's got it. So now he's just kind of running away, like you said, with the match.
And now, realistically, even if they trade goals, it is a winning game for Makai. They need to get 4 goals in 1 minute and 30 seconds to have a chance to win.
Let's see. They might do. They started out strong. They were doing good. I don't know what's happening now with them.
Well, they
There they
need to
go.
double their goal advantage while Makai is scoring a single goal, which is a very, very difficult task.
All right. Wall approach.
And that's a good play from Digi.
That was good. Yeah, that was a really good one.
Taking it to the skies. Makai Maverick misses. He turns around midair, which is not the easiest thing to do, and he just gets a nice, simple score.
Yeah. It seemed like he was kind of taking his time. Maybe he was rushing too much before.
Perhaps Makai Maverick grabs the ball. He now needs to juke these players. Oh, and that is an absolute beauty. He's playing around with them. And then they scored an own goal. Unfortunate, but... And he's getting toxic. He's putting the nice shots in chat. What a play from Makai Maverick. He's taking one out of my book with the drifts. And then... Unlucky for Zero to pick up the ball there and having Zero boost to adjust, but... Makai Maverick, he might have just confirmed the game right there. I cannot see 4 goals in 1 minute for the Digital Warriors. They did a much better game. They had a much better game this game, but it's
I
not
agree.
enough to beat Makai. It's now 5-10. This game is out of the. It's over, really. It's over. Sounds like our friend Shinji is back. Welcome back, Shinji.
Bro, I've been back this entire time. I just ain't said that.
You could have said something to us, rude self.
Bro, I've been eating. I'm sorry. I was eating no food. I didn't want to interrupt y'all.
Me and Ladio have been doing all the work here. What did we
I
hire you
also
for?
did say I also did say I have returned like 10 minutes ago.
I don't recall that.
Well,
Digi
we
scored. All
Digi
right,
to score.
Digi.
It gives him a lifeline. It's not a very likely lifeline.
Hey, you never know. Maybe Makai might fumble in 40 seconds and they can score
there's no
4
way he
points.
could full- there's no way he
They
could
need to
full
score a goal every 10 seconds or at least 3 within 40 and then score a kickoff goal. But it's not looking likely. Makai Maverick playing a little bit with them and they
Whoa.
score another own goal. That is officially over. There is no coming back here.
Yeah, that one really hurt them. If they had a chance, that was kind of bad, unfortunately.
With that, they officially squandered any chance of a real comeback. Hate to be that guy, but it's over. Makai Maverick has taken this game and has taken the series. In an easy 4-0 sweep, Makai Maverick has officially won the OCW Civil War. Now, I'm not sure if a belt is disoriented with this event today, but I will say Makai Maverick,
Okay.
he has improved since his last showing.
Okay.
It does look like
Okay. Come on.
they
Come on.
left the party
Oh
already.
no.
They've already left.
Oh wait. Come on.
stream is
Get
over.
him in the. Oh man. This ain't good.
They are no longer streaming.
We got like 9
don't know if
seconds.
they
How are
hear
we gonna
us,
get caught up in
but
9 seconds?
It's been a very good game.
Very good
Oh
game by all
boy.
parties. Everyone did.
This is
great.
quite
sucked.
fucked. We are quite fucked.
Yeah, we can
tragically.
hear you. We can hear. I just had you muted.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Ah! I got it. I got. No! No! Don't ongle.
And that is officially the game. 12-4, or 12-5 final score. 12-7. My bad.
So guys, what did we learn?
12-7.
Oh wow.
We have learned that
Is,
you rigged the
is the game-
game.
Is
Huh?
the server still what?
What?
I'm confused. Are
I
they still
rigged it.
playing? Are they not playing?
No,
They're not
they're
playing
not
anymore.
playing.
So we're hearing
You say
accusations
I
of
rigged
a
it.
rigged game. There are accusations going
No
around
fucking
of a rigged game from the opponents. It sounds like they aren't happy with the current game score.
Oh wow. I mean, well, if you think it's rigged,
got you.
let's do another one.
Oh, they both left. I 0 left.
Are they planning on doing another one? I don't even know.
The series is over, so I'm not sure. But
Is he still streaming?
No, I don't think so.
the series is over, so they shouldn't be playing anymore.
Wow.
With that said, our job is done. My name is Ladio. I have my two co-hosts,
We learned that
in
Warriors are
Shinji
better than the
and
Digital
Asami.
Oh.
It was a pleasure commentating this match today.
So guys,
And
what did we learn?
we are out.
Bye everyone. It was so good to see you guys.
Guys.
We had gotten it went to
Mine now.
where you're the only one that's good at this game.
Oh, do you know what?
Give
Are they
me
still
a
playing?
fucking moment.
No.
I think they're still trying to figure it out. Are we still live? I think we're still live.
Are we still live?
I guess we're still live.
Oh, we're still live. Oh,
We're
hey.
still live.
Oh, we
I
are.
closed out my game. I have Valorant open. Oh, yeah.
Glad
We're
back
still
in on that
live. Wolfie forgot
I'm
to turn
bad
us
at
off.
Valorant.
We're
Hey,
still
Wolfie,
here.
I'm only good at Rocket League. That's the only game I'm good at.
Well, you were great at commentary because I was just, background person. I didn't know what to do.
I was talking on my butt.
Cerisi, hi, I see you.
Wolfie, cut the stream. Cut the stream.
Are we still playing?
Are we still playing? I can't hear Wolfie.
Wait,
if he's
there's
talking.
another match?
What?
Oh, folks, it sounds like we're doing another one.
Oh.
Are we doing another match?
They said they're doing another match. I think they said Dark Wolfie versus Makai.
Oh, we got a new challenger coming through.
All right, Salty Sweet 1v1.
Nice. We got a new challenger coming through. Looks like Wolfie wants to take on Makai. This might be interesting. They both have a lot of experience.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what Dirk Wolfie's rank is. I'm not sure of any of his accolades or stats, but I've heard he's played a decent bit, that he's a decent player, so I expect good things from him.
Me too. Me too. I know he was excited to have this challenge today, but I didn't expect him to want to jump in. So this is going to be interesting.
You know, after the whole non-show that we had watching, our opponents go at it, I feel like it's good that they want a chance at
I'm
it.
just gonna reset the thing.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna reset the overlay and change.
With that said,
Um,
I'm not opening back up Rocket League, so I'll be watching via Discord.
That'll work. That'll work. 'Cause I don't know anything about the Rocket League. I'm just here.
You ready, Makai?
What are y'all playing?
Alrighty, let's go.
I don't know.
Oh, no. What is it? Standard game.
Sir, do not burp in my ear. Thank you.
I think it's Spike Rush again. Yeah, Spike Rush.
Alright, so my time.
Are we on Wolfie's camera? I think we're on Wolfie's camera.
Yeah, we're on Wolfie's camera.
Okay.
Interesting.
This man's camera settings are weird.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not sure who I'm looking at. Okay. Well, Makai made the first goal here, coming out strong.
Yeah, nice little kickoff.
Oh, you know how to speed flip, you fuck.
He does not know how to speed flip.
Nope.
All right.
He knows how to fast flip.
Oof.
That's not no speed flip.
Okay.
You know, games like these are the games that make me want to get back.
I
into
am
Rocket League,
trying,
and then I get back
Zero.
from Rocket League and I think it's boring.
I'm trying my best.
Hey, maybe next time it'll be you and Makai again.
So I can beat him again? I don't know about that.
That's the point.
You're weird for speed
You know, it gets a
flip.
little sad after a while.
Yeah. And he starts to get upset.
Because then you stop your speed flip in the middle of it, so you slow down.
I can't even tell who's who right now. Okay, that's Wolfie. Okay, Wolfie. Ooh, I thought that was in there. Makai stole it. Nice.
Ah, shit. The
Oh,
momentum.
almost.
Alright.
Was that the oh, it was a replay. I'm like, I'm so lost. First touch for Wolfie.
Okay.
I'm hearing someone, but I don't know who it is.
Here, Makai.
Oh, it's like I'm hearing someone, but I don't know who it is. Oh, that was a good one.
Good try from Wolfie.
Damn.
He's putting up a good game though. At least he's trying.
Decent enough game, I think.
Yeah.
My audio, which might crash the game.
Did it freeze?
It didn't.
Oh, no,
Okay.
there you go. It froze for a second. He's lagging.
Okay. Damn. Okay, that was a good one, Makai. That was actually pretty good still. Or whatever you call that.
My game almost crashed because I crashed my audio. That was not good.
Was that a steal? I don't know what you call that thing.
Yeah, this game's about over. 7-0 is pretty definitive. Digital Warriors put a better fight in, but then again, Dark Wolfie, you know, his first game on, I want to say, give him the
Yeah.
benefit of the doubt. With all that said, how did he save that, actually?
Okay, so my
Wow.
controller inputs aren't going
Better
through.
in the end
Fun.
because Makai
Absolute
got
wonderful save, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. Makai Maverick playing around, scores
I was
another
trying to
one,
let
making
go of
it
it
a
and it
save.
wouldn't let go. I was spamming it.
I mean, to be fair, Wolfie didn't, you know, practice. Kind of spur of the moment thing.
I don't know why after watching all that, you can still agree to it, but yeah.
He just wanted to
Okay,
play, you
so
know?
just not
Now
inputting
you didn't play
properly.
with.
He was inspired.
Mine for
Did he
what?
play?
That ain't inspiring kids not to do what he did.
Well, Makai Maverick with a nice little flick.
Okay, so we're just okay. So my controller's just
Blaming on the controller, we're Johnin now. We're right here, Johnin.
You're doing what?
it's not
Johnny.
fucking responding.
Hey, can you spell that for me real quick?
I think it's Jon. It's a name, Johnning. I think it's Jon.
Huh?
I don't think it's the HN.
I thought you
I think-
meant on
It's interesting how it didn't go away from you. Oh, we have similar ping. Oh, it's doing auto server matchmaking. Interesting. That's why.
I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like it sounds like he's Johnning, guys. He's Johnning. That's what we like
The
to call it in
definition of
this.
that?
Making excuses. I'm making a reference to the Smash Bros community.
Gotcha. Oh, Wolfie's
Now,
got the ball. He's going around.
Okay, he's
Going
on the
around.
ceiling. He's lost control because he went on the ceiling, but great catch onto the wall. Maybe a
Oh
little
yeah,
Oh,
so
no.
let go when I don't click the button.
He started off great. Get the ball back. Oh, he got a boost. Maybe he'll save it here.
You know, I was a little interested in playing these guys in Rocket League, but after the performances I've seen from them, imagine the person who slaughtered this guy's playing against them. Just want to say,
Interesting. how the ball
probably
just
not
whipped
even
around in
close to balance.
360 motion.
The person that 11-0s Makai Maverick goes and
Grip
plays
on you when
against
you hit the wall.
the Digital Warriors and Dark Wolfie after they just got obliterated 0-11 and, you know, 2 and 22-21, sorry. I'm sorry, 2 and 21. That's an insane score line. I couldn't.
I want to ask you something.
I if I lose
What is it?
2-21, I just stop playing. I don't play anymore.
What if
'Cause now I'm pulling out the PC.
Well, they had
beaten
confidence.
you
They wanted to keep
very
going. All they had to do
badly
was just win one.
in a
So I
game
can see
I
why
haven't
they would
played.
want to keep
2 and
going.
21.
And
That
that
means I'm
I'm
not winning.
Now that I'm on keyboard and mouse, good luck.
We'll see.
You
that
never
would never
know.
happen
You
because
never
I know I'm
know.
better
You
at
gotta
that game,
have
so I would never accept the
faith.
challenge in that game. You feel me?
Go the other way, Wolfie. Turn
I love
around.
how my input did not go as planned.
Well then,
It looked like he had got
After
stuck or
this,
something. I
boot
don't know
up
what
Master
happened
Duel.
there.
I will
Well,
definitely.
see, I don't own that game.
Put you
so,
in your
No, I don't. It's free. What do you mean you don't own the fucking
I don't know why
game?
you
You
did- I
can
don't know why
fucking
you
did.
download
Are
it.
What I
I don't know
will
why you
say
don't
is,
download
it does sound like Digi and Zero are still in their
Boot it up.
call. I know you
I
guys
will put you in your
can't hear it
place.
there on the stream, but they're talking about Master
Ooh, I almost
Duel.
got you there. I read you.
They're talking about Master
playing
You're
Duel.
reading a
Rocket
lot more
League.
better on
And we're
computer
playing Rocket
controls.
League here, guys. You could have Master Duel. I mean, I don't think Makai Maverick plays Master Duel at all, nor knows how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In the
Yeah.
Bro, this is
slightest.
14-0. Why are we still watching this?
You know, we're just having a nice little conversation. Did you
Yeah,
hear
we're
the
just
part
hanging
where
out.
they were
The
talking
late
about
touch,
Master
man.
Duel?
I heard that was like the first thing I heard in a minute. It was like quiet. It was like, I don't really have Master. It's free! Like,
What?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I
Don't
mean,
they-
to be fair, if they do challenge Makai to Master Duel, I mean, this was Zero's first time playing, first time playing Rocket League, so I can see why they would.
It wasn't his first time playing. He's had some experience.
It was his
beforehand.
fourth time playing, but you know,
I'm sure he's had some playing
last
time
couple just
before the game.
Dirty.
So it's not like
Yeah.
he's completely inexperienced, but at the same time, you know, it was their foolish decision to challenge Makai Maverick to
Yeah, let's
this
just put
game,
me at the
or allow
opposite
Makai Maverick to
side
challenge him to this game, more like.
of the fucking
Yeah, they
net that
could
it's
have
not
not
going
accepted,
to. Yeah.
but you know, hey,
It
Put me
would
at a
it would have
disadvantage,
been better
like,
to
crazy.
counter challenge.
yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Maybe fun for Makai Maverick. I will say, being on the other end of 0 and 16 is not fun.
No, no. But Wolfie's still putting up a fight, though. He's still trying.
Yeah, he's a
Why?
I will commend him for that. He definitely is still trying.
What do you mean? I don't know. So GG's about 0-7.
When you jump, you
Yeah,
press
I
pass.
probably would have quit myself as well.
Hmm.
I don't think I could manage mentally.
We know you couldn't, by the way. Don't worry, we know about you.
I barely can lose 0 to 1 to Makai. If I ever lost
That's
to
not a
Makai in
joke either way,
Rocket
folks.
League,
That's not a joke either way, folks. I've heard this man
I'd
crash
crash out.
out.
I'd be like, bro, I'm so fucking ass, and I just never play Rocket League again. That's exactly how it would go.
I've heard this man crash out so bad he broke the RB button on his Xbox controller.
That's crazy.
No. That was just wear and tear. No, I did smash a controller. That was once. And then after that, I never did it again because it made me so depressed. I was just like, bro, why did I do that? Anytime I even come close to smashing, I'm just like, no, I really don't want to. And I just don't. But that was during my sweat era.
It never ended.
It didn't. I don't play Rocket League anymore.
Oh, so we're gonna go the whole 44 seconds. Okay, I'm at this point. Wolfie, I love you,
that's
but
good.
I think we need to go ahead and just let this one go.
Oh, we should have been let this one go. This is called at minute 3.
I mean, I commend him.
Let me get
for-
on stream.
for
I'll beat
trying.
Makai Maverick.
No.
Let me get on stream. I'll beat
No.
Makai Maverick.
Oh, now you want to do it. When I said it earlier, you said
Oh,
you
he
had
finally got a
no-
goal. That don't matter, but he finally got a goal. Oh my god.
Oh, nice! Good job, Wolfie!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, as I was saying. Yeah, I was saying I can get in there. I can beat Makai Maverick, so he
Okay,
loses
okay,
at
you
least
got one,
once
okay.
tonight. And then you know, I laugh.
I mean, if
Okay,
if they
okay,
allow
okay,
it,
okay.
Oh,
No, I'm not doing that. What do you think this is?
you just said you wanted to go in there.
No, I don't care.
We're tagging you in.
I'm not tagging it.
We.
Okay,
But I'm happy
tagging you
Makai
in.
Maverick means. I'm happy Makai Maverick wins. That means I'm on the top of the totem pole.
You've been on the top of the totem pole.
That ensures I'm on the top of the totem pole because there is no mistake. They're gonna see this. They're gonna be like, man, Makai's at the top. I'm gonna be like, I'm the one that beats Makai 11-0, and they're gonna be like,
All
damn.
right.
Yo, hero of the
Wolfie.
Trapeze broccoli.
Wolfie
Honestly-
scored another one.
They would have to do a 3v1 against me to have a chance.
Gargle.
Oh wait,
Yeah, I
Wolfie's good?
gargle my own. Yeah, let me keep it PG.
you guys are nasty.
We didn't even do anything.
Yeah,
I'll take
okay.
it.
Listen, just because I do it to my own doesn't mean nothing, man.
Okay,
Ugh.
why did you? I was helping. You. Why did you do that? Like,
My own like food. Like, come on.
Nasty. Nasty.
Can I not gargle my own food?
No,
up.
that's nasty. Just
you know,
chew
hey, yo,
it.
Laddie, would you mind looking outside your window for me real quick?
No, I don't want to this time.
All right, cool.
You know, Yoru's shooting me, man.
I
What you got
am.
against me?
In game.
Okay.
In game.
I don't have anything against you, Laddie. It's just sometimes you do a little too much talking. We got to silence that.
Demolition.
As soon as the ball touches the ground, the game is over.
You got it. One more, Wolfie. One more.
Still fumbled.
Oh gosh.
And he still fumbled.
Well, guys, what have we learned today?
This game is terrible.
Well,
Sorry, I was watching
was-
Instagram. I just watched a crazy clip.
Yeah, that was interesting. Well, that was fun. That was definitely
Alright.
fun.
Hello?
We had a lot of fun.
We.
Okay,
was
I
muted.
had a lot of
No, you
fun. Let
weren't,
me
Makai.
correct myself, I guess.
How come
Let
you
me
was?
just be the happy
as of
butterfly
the
around
comment,
here.
Just like,
us as
got
the
it.
commentators,
Done.
we had fun watching this massacre. Makai Maverick had fun committing the massacre, but
Alright.
being on the receiving end of the massacre, you know, getting shot is never a very fun thing. So
Yeah, it's really not. Leonard,
That's
would you
true.
mind looking outside your window for me real quick? Alright, cool.
That's true. I'm glad that I was on the commentating side of things because I definitely would feel my feelings be hurt if I had to play Makai. So, with that
Mhm.
being said, I hope
sorry,
that
I can't relate to that feeling.
Oh my
I can because I never played. So my feelings would be hurt if
That would
Makai did
be
that to
they're gonna
me.
tell me I'm playing Makai Maverick. I'm gonna be like, yes, I get to beat him again.
So,
You know
well,
what, guys?
then Makai can feel their pain of how they lost today if
I
you
mean,
just beat his ass.
he's
So,
already felt that many times before, so doing it again today, I mean, it doesn't change much.
changes a lot. Changes
How's
a
it?
lot.
You know, I'm gonna
Alright,
let him have
guys.
his day of glory.
You know what, guys? Thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate all of you viewers for coming out, spending your time with us, listening to us talk, and watching Makai beat the Digital Warriors. My name is Shinji, and we are here with Ladio and Asami and Wolfie for hosting this. Thank you all so much for joining, and we will see you next time. I'm gonna ride out on that one. Where's my outro?
All right. Okay. I guess we are leaving. Bye,
Um,
everyone. Thanks for coming.
See you next
Alright.
time.